Hi, this is Simon Says. Let's do some French. I know that irregular verb can be a bit more challenging to learn, as they don't follow clear rules. However, I gather here some irregular verb allowing you to observe a similarity in their conjugation. Also, uh, something very important, I will repeat it sometime. If you want to learn a new verb, begin with je. Uh, there's no obligation to learn how to conjugate with each pronoun. And when you begin learning French, you will talk about yourself more often than talking about somebody else. So it will be je all the time. So it will be easier and it will be a start to improve in French, just to fix the more realistic achievement. So let's begin. So, verbe irrégulier, irregular verb avec une structure similaire. With a similar structure. So here we have the verb that finish with tre, tre, like prendre, to take, apprendre, to learn, comprendre, to understand. What is fun with this verb is that you can replace the final, that is tre, with ds, ds, d, ons, ez, ent. So what is special with this is the final is include a d. Then here with il, elle, on, the d is very important because it replaces the t. So we do not write prend with a t, we prend with a d. Je prends, tu prends, on prend, nous prenons, vous prenez, ils, elles prennent. So prend, I can write apprend, I can write comprend. So you can see that they're all made from the verb prendre. So this is some irregular verb. Let's continue. Le verbe mettre, to put, permettre. So here, permettre is to permit something, but it's actually only the verb mettre. You can get rid of tr and you have mettre again. So je mets, ts, tu mets, ts, on met, t, nous mettons, ons, vous mettez, ez, il, elle mettent. I put here some verbs that are irregular and they still finish with er. So these one can uh, make some confusion. Like the verb venir, to come. You already know this one. We talk about it. There are an example of conjugation here. Je viens, tu viens, il, elle, on vient. So SST. Nous venons, ONS. Vous venez, EZ. Il, elle, viennent, ENT for the final. So it's the same thing with tenir. Tenir, ça serait je tiens. Devenir, je deviens. Like that. So starting from there, you know how it will finish. Tiens, tu tiens, il tient, nous tenons, vous tenez, ils tiennent. Deviens, tu deviens, INS. Il devient, avec un T. Nous devenons, vous devenez, ils deviennent. verb that finish with re. So they still have similar build um, with the OIRE, boire, 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 boire to drink, croire to believe, boire to see. So I have this example with boire. Je bois S, tu bois S, il boit T, nous buvons, vous buvez, ils, elles boivent ENT. So it will be the same with croire. Maybe there will be a little difference when we go to nous. Okay. Nous croire will be nous croyons. Okay. Vous croyez, il croit ENT. And with voir, nous voyons, vous voyez, il voit. Voyons. Yeah, like that. OINT. So there will be a little difference, but will be the same with je, tu, and il, elle, on. Now the other one, faire, to do, to make, and dire, to say. This one is a very interesting one. Still, I will say this one are uh, as important. Let's say faire is uh, next after to be and to have as a verb that is important. Faire, to do. Je fais, tu fais, il, elle, on fait. So here it will be a different way of writing the verb, like the radical will change. Nous faisons. And you can see here, vous faites and not vous faisiez. There is no a Z here. So this is special, actually. And even here with them, we'll have ONT for the final. So this is the other possible conjugation that you can have with them. So it can be ENT, and we only pronounce the E, or it can be ON, like here. Pour dire, to say, je dis, tu dis, il dit, nous disons, vous, vous dites. Yeah. Elles disent. So they will be close together with the vous. That will be a bit different. Another color here. Recevoir, to receive. Concevoir, to conceive. Je reçois. We put a C with a little tail. Call it a CCD to make a liaison. So it's not reçois, je reçois, but reçois. Je reçois, tu reçois, il reçoit, nous recevons, vous recevez, ils, elles reçoivent. Connaître, to know, and reconnaître, to recognize. So connaître, you can see there's a little accent circonflexe, a little hat. Je connais, tu connais, il, elle, on connaît, we know. Nous connaissons. So here is a little bit like the how you write regular verb and ir with the nous, the vous, and the them. Nous connaissons, vous connaissez, il, elle connaissent. So this was just a little exercise for me to put together verbs that look alike, but they are still irregular, so you can learn them. Like I say at the beginning of my video, uh, do little steps. First, begin by try to memorize how to write down verb that begin with je. So je, speaking about you, is the most important thing. So begin with that, and after that, you'll make the conjugation. But I will say you should memorize first the verb to be and to have completely. And my next video, still on the conjugaison of verb, I will put a more larger list of verbs that are regular verb and irregular verb, and will just pronounce their name out loud so you can have a good example. So if you like this video and you want to support my project, subscribe, and if you feel generous, buy me a coffee.